Welcome to the 2015 Battle at Burchill alongside Brandon Salters. I'm Javik Blake. Welcome to the 2015 championship game. It'll be the West Bridgewater Wildcats taking on the Mansfield Hornets. Both teams from Pool B. Mansfield, the number one overall seeded team from Pool B. They beat Canton to reach the finals. And then there's the West Bridgewater Wildcats, the team with all the power in the world, and maybe the best power-hitting player in this tournament, Landon Bailey. They beat Norton by a score of 16-5 just to get here. So as always, that is Victor Rodriguez over the PA announcer, the chairman of the Norton Media Center. So the coaches shake hands and we're ready to play ball. The first pitch is coming up next. You're watching the 2015 Battle at Burchill, only on LSN. Hello folks, welcome back to LSN's continuing coverage of the 2015 Battle at Burchill. We're in the finals. The Wildcats and Hornets set to face off. It'll be Jimmy Gillerange starting off on the mound. So Ryan LeBaron will lead off now. He'll start off the lineup for the Wildcats. It'll be LeBaron, Will Mater, and Landon Bailey is the pitch. That one's fouled back. Derek Thornburn, the pitcher, will be batting fourth. Matt Sullivan will be after that. Then it'll be Paul McCafferty, Connor Murphy, and Alex Ortiz. Gilleran the pitch. That'll be a ball. And it'll be Zach Bellady after that. Josh Piesco and rounding out the order, Shea Perkins. They led this team to a gigantic 16-6 victory. That one's fouled out of play. The pitch. That goes at him. He hits the deck. So Jimmy Gilleran with a 2-2 count, the pitch. That'll be ball three. Tonight's umpiring lineup brought to you by Ted F. Fikowski, Eye Doctors. Pitch, that'll be high for ball four. So it is the Orsi duo. Matt Orsi in the field, and Joe Orsi will be behind the plate. That one into right field for a hit. Going to says that one in time, not in time, as Mater gets a single. So it's now first and second with the big man, Landon Bailey, coming up. The pitch. That one a big swing, but that'll be a foul ball. As that'll be strike two to Landon Bailey. They tied 8-8 last time they played. 1-2 the count to Bailey. That will be a ball. They tied 8-8. The team had 3 home runs total. And now they're going to third as that went past the pitcher. And safe in time is Ryan LeBaron. So that'll be a ball to Landon Bailey. Derek Thornburn's on deck. The pitch. That'll be a ball. The windup, the pitch. And that's inside for ball four. So the bases are loaded for Derek Thornburn. And now the head coach for Mansfield will come out to talk to his pitcher. So a long talk here. Wonder if they're talking strategy. So Derek Thornburn at the plate with the bases juiced. I wonder if he has the power to hit one out of here. The pitch. That'll be a ball. That'll be a ball again. 2-0, Jimmy Gillerin. Seems to be faltering a little, the pitch. That'll be a ball. So it'll be interesting to see how much pitching both of these teams have left as it is their final game. Pitch. That'll be strike one. And it is their third today. Both of them played at 9 a.m. this morning, followed by a semifinal game just before this one. The pitch. That one grounded foul. Three and two the count. With nobody out the pitch. That'll be strike three as Thornburn sent back to the bench. So right fielder Matt Sullivan coming to the plate. The pitch. That'll be inside for strike one. Pitch. That'll be a ball. It hits the front of the plate, but LeBaron will stay at third. Paul McCafferty's on deck. The pitch. That one fouled back off the screen. 0-2 the count. With the one out, Paul McCafferty. He's starting first baseman on deck. That'll be a ball. It was close, but no cigar. Gillerin winds up the pitch. That's a swing and a miss for the second out of the inning. So Paul McCafferty up with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Trying to get in a run for West Bridgewater. The pitch. That'll be strike one in the outside corner. The pitch. And that'll be a ball, but LeBaron will stay at third. The pitch. That'll be a ball. The pitch to McCafferty will be a ball, but LeBaron staying at third. 2-2 the count. As Gillerin calls time to tie shoe. Yes. Oh, 2 shoe timeouts. This is brought to you by Skechers Velcro shoes. Shortening baseball games since 1955. The pitch. It's a swing and a miss for strike two. The pitch. That'll be a ball 4. A run walks in. Connor Murphy, the DH, now up with the bases juiced. The pitch. Strike one. No hits tonight. 1 hit tonight for the West Bridgewater Wildcats. The pitch. That'll be strike 2. The pitch in that one to second. They throw to first in time to end the inning. So that'll end the inning. At the end of a half inning of play, the score here is 1-0 West Bridgewater. You're watching the Lancer Sports Network. Hello, folks. Welcome back to the Lancer Sports Network's coverage of the battle at Burchill. So we enter the bottom of the first inning. Up first will be James LeBlanc for the Mansfield Hornets. And that'll be a ball. The pitch. That's just swing and a miss. That one's fouled off and it'll be 0-1. The windup, the pitch. That one fouled off the screen down the left field line. So the starting pitcher tonight will be Derek Thornburn for the Wildcats. Is the pitch here. That's fouled off. He'll be facing a lineup starting off with James LeBlanc, followed by Ryan Doherty, James Finchera, the number 4 hitter Wiley Waldron, followed by the pitcher Jimmy Gillerin. Kevin Robichaud is followed by Nathaniel Schlosser. Colby Geddes, Will North, Jimmy Mahoney, Jack Losbury Casey. As that'll be strike 3 and LeBlanc goes down. And then it'll be Jack Losbury Casey, and rounding out the lineup will be Steven Vasco. The pitch, that'll be high for ball 1. What a great tournament it's been. I'd like to thank all the volunteers who made this happen. It's been a great run tournament, you know, some good food in this concession stands. Some great baseball out there and perfect fields, even after yesterday's intense lightning storm, where lightning actually struck both scoreboards. That one's inside and it hits Ryan Doherty as he'll go to first. So a big thanks goes out to them. They got these fields ready. Even Burchill B was underwater. Today was perfectly fine for play. So James Finchera comes up with Ryan Doherty on first. The windup, the pitch. That'll be strike 1. The windup, the pitch. That one down the left field line, that'll be a fair ball. Rolling into the left field corner. Doherty goes to third. They'll wave him home. He'll be in standing up. And a double for James Finchera. So an RBI double. And it's 1-1. Wiley Waldron, the 4 hitter, now up. The windup, the pitch from Thornburn, that'll be ball 1 low. Thornburn from the windup, the pitch. That one a big swing, but he tips the end of it. So it'll be the windup, the pitch. That'll be outside for a ball. 2-1 the count. The windup, the pitch. That'll be outside for another ball. 3-1 the count. The windup, the pitch to Waldron. That'll be ball 4 and Waldron will get on. Jimmy Gillerin, the pitcher, now entering into the box. With Kevin Robichaud on deck. The pitch. That'll be strike one. The pitch. That'll be a ball. The windup. The pitch. That one's going deep. Deep to left. That's gone. Goodbye, Mr. Rawlings. A 3-run home run from Jimmy Gillerin. And the score is 4-1. That one way back to left.
It's in the field.
And the goal horn going off. 4-0. 4-1 the score. Jimmy Gillerin with a blast. Kevin Robichaud now up. The windup, the pitch. That one's grounded to short. Picks it up, goes to one. In time, and Robichaud will be out. The pitch. That'll be a ball. Nathaniel Schlosser now up. The pitch. That'll be inside. Thornburn winds up. The pitch. That'll be a ball. The windup, the pitch. That'll be ball 4, and Schlosser will get on. Colby Geddes now up with a man on. The windup, the pitch. And that'll be a ball. Thornburn delivers to Geddes. That'll be strike one. 1-1. With 2 outs in the inning and a man on first. 4 runs already in the inning. The pitch. That one down the line, over the outstretched glove of Landon Bailey into left. Bailey fires it in. And that'll be a single for Geddes. Will North, the compass now up. The windup, the pitch. That'll be a ball high. The windup, the pitch. That one, a hard swing behind the plate. And that's dropped. Could have been the 3rd out. Timeout called by the Mansfield coach, talks to his player. So trying to keep the catcher hydrated. He's caught a lot today. Josh Piesco, cooling him down. The windup, the pitch. That'll be a ball and everybody will move up a base. The windup, the pitch. That'll be a ball high. The pitch to north. That'll be strike two.
You good? All right.
The windup, the pitch. That one's down the third base line. Bailey picks it up, fires to first. Caught to end the inning. At the end of an inning of play, with Mansfield scoring 4, it's 4-1 Mansfield. You're watching the Lancer Sports Network. Hello, folks. Welcome back to the Lancer Sports Network's coverage of NYBS baseball. Alongside Brandon Salters, I am Javik Blake. Another beautiful day at the complex, as it'll be Alex Ortiz leading off, number 66, for the West Bridgewater Wildcats. The pitch, that'll be a ball. The pitch, that'll be another ball. The pitch, that'll be a strike. As that'll be a ground ball down the first base line through the legs of Robichar, through the legs of North, as Ortiz will get on with an E3. Zach Bellady now up. And that'll be a swinging strike. And Ortiz will go back to first. Jimmy Gilren on the mound for his second inning of work. He gave up 1 run in the last inning. The pitch. That'll be a ball. They throw back to first. And they drop it so they won't get Ortiz. The pitch, that'll be strike 3. Bellady sat down, and the catcher, Josh Piesco, comes up to the plate. The pitch, that'll be high for a ball. The pitch. That one flied high in the infield. Gill run under it. He'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. That one over the backstop. The pitch. That'll be strike 2. So 0-2 to Shea Perkins. The pitch. That'll be a ball. Gillerin working quickly. I think he might be excited to get back in the dugout, get some more runs. The windup. The pitch. That'll be a ball. And that'll be a full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the West Bridgewater Wildcats, Shane Perkins. That one down the first base line, foul. It'll remain at 3-2. The pitch. Strike 3, he's done. So we're done with an inning and a half. The score here, 4-1 Hornets. And we'll be back after this. You're watching the Lancer Sports Network. Hello, folks. Welcome back to the Lee Burchill Complex. I am Javic Lake alongside Brandon Stalters. As the pitch here is grounded to Landon Bailey. Throwing in time to get Jimmy Mahoney. Jack Lasbury-Kazi is now up. The windup from Derek Thorburn, the pitch. That'll be strike 1 on Lasbury-Kazi. The pitch. That one hit into right, foul. Down the right field line, into the stands. The windup, the pitch. That'll be a ball.
And here comes the heat.
Now the sun's starting to come out. And the pitch to Casey. Lasbury-Kazi fouls that one off. So Jack Lasbury-Kazi on a 1-2 count. The pitch. That'll be inside for a ball. 2-2 the count. With Steven Vasco on deck. The windup, the pitch. That one grounded to second, throw to first, in time for the out. Steven Vasco will now come up for the Mansfield Hornets, number 2. The windup, the pitch. And that'll be in there for a ball. The pitch. That one into right. That'll be down for a hit. Vasco gets on as we go back to the top of the order. James LeBlanc, he struck out last time he was up. And that's down the line to second. First, not in time. So runners on first and second for Ryan Doherty. The pitch. That one to third. They throw to first. Not in time. Vasco going home. He'll get there in time. So a single for Doherty. LeBlanc goes to third. Vasco scores on the overthrow. So first and third, another run scores, and it's 5-1. The pitch. Showing Bunny pulls back. And taking second will be Ryan Doherty. So James Finchera at the bat. Pitch. That one into center. Caught to end the inning. So an F8 ends the inning. The end of 2 innings of play, the score, 5-0 Mansfield. You're watching the 2015 Battle of Burchill on the Lancer Sports Network. Hello, folks. Welcome back to the LSM Battle of Burchill. We apologize, folks. We had some technical errors there. So Landon Bailey is on first with the single. That one's fouled off. Ryan LeBaron got on an E3, but got thrown out at second on a fielder's choice for the first out of the inning. And Will Mater flied out to the second baseman for the second out of the inning. 1 ball, 1 strike for Derek Thornburn, who's now up. The pitch. That'll be a ball high and away.
No reply at all. Never.
The pitch. That one grounded down the line. Foul ball. Pitch. That one grounded a second. They flipped to second for 1. That's out, and that'll end the inning. So at the end of 2.5 innings of play, 5-1 Mansfield. You're watching the Lancer Sports Network. Hello, folks. Welcome back to the Lancer Sports Network's coverage of the Battle at Burchill. Riley Waldron now up. Pitch. That'll be a ball. Waldron walked last time, but came around to score on the Jimmy Gillerin home run. The pitch. That one into left. That'll be down for a hit. Jimmy Gillerin, he hit a home run his last at bat, now coming up to the plate. So a man on first for Jimmy Gillerin. The pitch. That's inside for ball 1. As Riley Waldron leads off of first. That one high into center field. That'll be a catch. What a catch by the second baseman for West Bridgewater. A diving catch for an amazing play. So Kevin Robichaux now up. The pitch. That one's going deep to left. Gone! Kevin Robichaux goes yard. Goodbye, Mr. Rawlings. A 2-run home run, and the score is now 7-1. So a Kevin Robichaux 2-run home run extends the lead to 7-1. Nathaniel Schlosser now up. As Kevin Robichaux goes yard. Schlosser hits that one high and deep, but not very far. That'll be the second out of the inning. So Geddes now at the plate. The pitch. That one's into right. That'll dunk in for a hit. Geddes 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Will North, number 42, coming up. The pitch. That'll be a ball. As Geddes taking second. Nobody's there to take the throw. So the Hornets playing some good ball. Pitch. That'll be a strike. 1-1 the count. Two outs in the inning. A man on second. The pitch. That's inside. Thornburn delivers. That one's grounded. Thornburn fires to first. He got him. So that'll end the third. We're halfway through the championship, folks. The score here, Mansfield, they lead 7-1. Hello, folks. Welcome back to LSN's continuing coverage of the 2015 Battle of Burchill. The scores ran to the top of the fourth as that one goes deep to right. And that is almost caught as number 2, Steven Vasco, sacrificing the body, dives into the fence, but that one falls for a foul ball. Matthew Sullivan first up. The pitch. That one's hit into right. Caught by Vasco. Look what he found. Everything they teach you in Sandlot went right there. You just stick the glove out and hope it comes. That's what happened there for the first out. Paul McCafferty is now up. Pitch, that'll be a ball. McCafferty walked it his last time up, only to be stranded on base. The pitch, that'll be a ball. The pitch. That went down the left field line. Fair ball. Rolling into the left field corner. Mahoney throws that one in. A nice play by Mahoney to keep that from rolling to the wall. Connor Murphy now going to the plate with one out. The pitch. That'll be a ball in the dirt. And McCafferty will take second. The pitch. That's a big swing and a miss. The pitch. Murphy winds up and misses again. The pitch. That one's bites the inside corner for strike 3. 2 outs as Alex Ortiz comes up to the plate. The pitch. That is a strike. The pitch. That'll be a ball. 1-2 the count. That one's lined up the middle for a hit. McCafferty coming home. He'll be safe. Ortiz going to second. The throw. Not in time. So an RBI double for Alex Ortiz. So Zach Bellady now up. And that'll be strike one. That's a swing and a miss for strike two. With 2 outs, the pitch. That one's into right. Vasco can. Oh! He drops it. A run will come in. So an RBI single for Zach Bellady pushes it to 7-3. Two outs now for Josh Piesco, the starting catcher. He flew out to the pitcher last time up. The pitch. As Gillerin throws ball one. The windup, the pitch. That one's grounded to second. To first, he's out. That'll end the inning. So at the end of 3.5, the score here is 7-3 as the Wildcats get 2 more. You're watching LSN. No, not yet.
Hey, why not?
Stop it and do it again. Coverage of the 2015 Battle of Burchill. As we enter the bottom of the 4th inning. For Mansfield, it'll be the bottom 3, Mahoney, Lasbury, Casey, and Vasco, who are combined 1 for 3 tonight. As that'll be ball one. Mahoney grounded out to the third baseman last time. The pitch, that one fouled off. The windup, the pitch. That one grounded to first, and Bailey touches the bag for the first out. Jack Lasbury Casey now up. The pitch, and that's grounded foul. So Lasbury Casey tapping the plate, doing his thing. The pitch. That one is a ground ball. Foul. The windup, the pitch. That one grounded to second. That's stopped from his knees. He's out at first. What a play. That one's going into Sports Center. A diving stop, and then throws the guy out at first from his knees. What a play. The pitch. That'll be a ball. The windup, the pitch. That'll be a ball. The pitch, he's showing Bundy, pulls back, Vasco does. The pitch. Yeah, that'll be a strike. The pitch. That one flied high in the air behind the backstop. Out of play. Two and two the count. The pitch. That one lined up the middle for a base hit. So Vasco is 2 for 2. So James LeBlanc now coming up. He's 1 for 2 tonight with a strikeout and a single. He got stranded in the back in the second inning. The windup. The pitch. That one down the left field line. Foul. Just foul. This inch or two next to the chuck. The pitch. A big swing and a miss from LeBlanc. The pitch. That one's grounded to third. And that won't be anything, a bad hop. So 7-3 the score here as we is in the bottom of the fourth inning. The windup, the pitch. That one's grounded back to first in time to end the inning. So at the end of 4 innings of play, it's 7-3. You're watching the Lancer Sports Network. Be quiet. Hello, folks. Welcome back to the Lancer Sports Network's coverage of the 2015 Battle at Burchill. As we enter the top of the 5th inning here. And Shea Perkins, the final batter in the order for the Wildcats, is now up. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. That is a strike 2 as a swing and a miss. The pitch. That'll be a ball. The pitch. That'll be ball 4. Ryan LeBaron now up. He's 0 for 1 tonight. He reached on a error by the first baseman last time he was up. That one, fair ball to right field. It gets past Bosco. Everybody's moving along. Perkins will go to home. He'll get there in time. So a double for LeBaron. Will Mater now up. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Flew out. That went into right field again. LeBaron will stay at third. So second and third now. As the head coach for Mansfield will call time and come out and talk to his pitcher. And he'll take the ball from him, and that'll be all for Gilren. So with the pitching change, we'll take a break. You're watching the 2015 Battle at Burchill on LSN. Hello folks, welcome back to LSN's continuing coverage of the Battle at Burchill. As it is 7-4, Landon Bailey, the tying run at the plate. He can tie this game up with one swing of the bat. The pitch. And that one, a fly ball. That'll be dropped. I'll throw to second. Not in time, that goes into left. Going to second is Bailey. And the game is 7-5. So Landon Bailey with an RBI double. Apologies, an RBI single, and he went to second on the overthrow. The pitch. That's a big swing and a miss. So top five, the score here. 7-5 Mansfield. They scored 7 runs in the first 3 innings. They've been dormant since. The pitch. That one's poked into right. A catch by Voxco. A slide and catching his knees for Voxco. But an RBI fly out. And now the tying run is only 60 feet away. Matthew Sullivan is now up. The pitch. That one's grounded through the hole, and we're going to have a tie ball game. So 4 runs in the inning. Paul McCafferty now up. We have a tie ball game at 7. That'll be ball 1. So 4 runs in the inning. We're entering the final stages of this one. The pitch. Now it'll be a ball. The pitch. That one's a foul ball. So 1 out. Connor Murphy's on deck. The pitch. It's a big swing and a miss. The pitch to McCafferty. That'll be a ball outside. The pitch. That'll be strike 3 as McCafferty sent back to the dugout. 2 outs now as Connor Murphy, number 10, steps into the box. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout back in the 4th. The pitch. That one's grounded to second. Tough Westbury Casey, can't recover. So Alex Ortiz now coming up to the plate. Number 66. A double on his last at bat. It's a ground ball up the middle of second. He'll take it himself and end the inning. So at the end of 4.5, the score here, 7-7 as we're heading to the bottom of the 5th. Hello folks, welcome back to LSN's continuing coverage of the Battle at Burchill. As that'll be a ball to James Fitzgerald. That'll be a ball. Folks, make sure to join us after this game for LSN Extra Innings, including the trophy presentation. And that'll be ball 4, and James Fitzgerald will get on base. So as we enter the final 2 innings of the Battle of Burchill, it's been a great weekend, lots of great baseball. As that one into center, that'll be down for a hit for Waldron. Jimmy Gilren, who hit a home run back in the first. The pitch. Oh, that one, foul ball down the right field line. The windup, the pitch. That'll be a ball. Fitzgerald will stay at second. So Fitzgerald on second, Waldron at first, and Jimmy Gilren at the plate. The pitch. Inside to Gilren. So Will Mader on the hill. The pitch. That one grounded back up the middle. Around third comes Fitzgerald. Waldron to third. He'll go back to second, thinking better of it. But the Mansfield Hornets have the lead. Kevin Robichaud, who hit a home run, a towering shot to left field in his last at-bat, comes up to the plate with 2 runners on and a 1-run lead for the Mansfield Hornets. The pitch. That one grounded to third. Bailey tags third, does not go to first for a double play. Yeah. One out. Nathaniel Schlosser now up. The pitch, that'll be a swing and a miss. But it's to the backstop and everybody will move up. That pitch up the middle, off the legs. Another run will score. Number 7, Colby Giddish now at the plate. That one down for a hit. So 3 runs in the inning. It's a 10-7 lead. That one a foul ball down the line. So we're in our later stages of the day. That one hit up the middle. They'll throw home, and they'll keep them at third.
Come on, WB, you got this.
So Jimmy Mahoney now up a 3-run lead for the Mansfield Hornets. The pitch. That drills Mahoney right in the noggin. He'll go down to first. Coach now coming out to talk to his pitcher. And he'll take the ball from him. So pitching change now for West Bridgewater, and we'll take a break. You're watching the Lancer Sports Network. Hello folks, welcome back to the Lancer Sports Network's coverage of end of the battle at Burchill. Shaq Lasbury Casey now up to the plate. The pitch. So it'll be strike one. The bases are loaded. The pitch. And that'll be a ball. 1-1 the count. Pitch. That one grounded up the middle to second. They throw home. Safe. A run scores. Steven Vasco, 2 for 2 tonight with 2 singles, now comes to the plate. 5 runs in the inning. That'll be a ball. That one's a ground ball in front of the plate. Touch home, go to first. Not in time. So 2 outs now as James LeBlanc comes to the plate. The pitch. That'll be a ball. The pitch. That'll be ball 2. The pitch, and that'll be a ball 3. 3-0 the count. The pitch, that'll be ball 4, and a run will be walked in.
Now batting, number 71, Ryan Dory.
6 runs in the inning, and it's 13-7. The pitch. That'll be a ball outside. The pitch. Another ball. Ryan Doherty, the last batter for the batting around. That'll be a ball outside. James Fitzgerald's on deck. That'll be a ball. A walk. Another run comes in. As that'll be strike 1. That's foul to the backstop. The pitch. That one grounded to third to Thornburn. The race to the bag. Thornburn wins it for the final out. So at the end of 5, with an inning left to play in the Battle of Burchill, it's 13-7 Mansfield. You're watching the Lancer Sports Network. Hello, folks. Welcome back to the 2015 Battle at Burchill. I'm Javik Blake, alongside Brandon Salters as we enter the final inning of play with the score 14-7. So it'll be Zach Bellady, Josh Piesco, and Shea Perkins up. The 5th inning contained 10 runs and 11 hits. And a boatload of action. But it did not feature a home run. The windup. The pitch. That one fouled back to the screen. The windup. The pitch. That'll be strike 2. So, folks, remember to join us after the game for LSN extra innings with the trophy presentation to the winning team. And barring a miracle, looks like it's going to be the Mansfield Hornets. The pitch. That one hit into right. Foxco can't get it. A single for Bellady. Josh Piesco is now batting. The windup, the pitch. The windup, the pitch. That's a ball. The pitch. And that's up in the air. That's caught by Foxco. So Foxco makes the first out of the inning. Shea Perkins now up the plate, the last batter in the order for the West Bridgewater Wildcats. The pitch. That one's fouled back. So Perkins walked in his last at bat. The pitch. That'll be a ball inside. 2-1 the count. The pitch. And that'll be strike 2 and throw to first. Not in time. The pitch. That one's grounded to second. To short. To second for 1. They won't go to first, but now there's 2 outs. So Mansfield, 1 out away from winning the Battle of Burchill. It's 14-7, so they need to get 7 runs with 2 outs. Ryan LeBaron up first. That'll be ball 1. The pitch. And that's up in the air, foul into the bleachers. 1-1 the count. With 2 outs and Shea Perkins on first. The pitch to LeBaron. That'll be a foul tip, and the Wildcats are down to their final strike. 1 more strike. The windup, the pitch. That's grounded, the pitch is short. To second. It's all over, and the Mansfield Hornets have won the battle at Burchill.